All right. Well, we're live.
Yeah, new way to introduce ourselves today. We just get to pop on.
Yeah, hello. Hello. So, welcome everyone to this episode of Visibility Strategy. I am Christina, visibility strategist.
And I'm Amy. I'm growth strategist. We are so excited to talk to you a little bit more about social media today and the visibility part of it. Christina, tell me like your journey through learning and navigating through social media and how that visibility really has benefited you.
Yeah, that's a great question because there's so many ways that we can use our social media. And with putting ourselves out there and putting ourselves out there that is in alignment of who we are and what we're trying to do, we can grow our followers, we can grow our friends because guess what, my friend, our followers are our friends. We should be connecting with them. So by putting ourselves out on social media, people get to know, like, and trust us. Who are we? Especially as we've been talking about the world of AI. So by doing mini videos, we can say, oh, this person is real. We have the flubs. We have the words that trump on each other like that. So that we know that we are real humans, and having pictures and making sure that we're showing our faces, even though we had a conversation yesterday, Amy and I, with someone who said, what do I do with a client who doesn't want to show their face, who can't share, who can't be exposed? So this is some of the topic we want to talk about today as well, is what does this look like? And so I'll tell you, Amy, it's interesting because early in my career, social media started to come out more and more and become more mainstream. I ended up making, well, I have multiple, but I ended up making a personal as well as a professional Facebook because my family and my business didn't need to be in the same place. I didn't need my clients knowing that I was going on a picnic with my family over here, or if I was traveling and sharing those family pictures. That was not where they needed to see me. They needed to see me showing up saying, oh, we have this event coming up. We have this person that is in our group that I want to spotlight and show. And as much as my family would like to see that, well, they can follow that one, but I don't need my clients and that piece over here in the personal place. So that is, I think, a real important distinction of where we want to be showing up personally versus professionally.
Yeah, it's a really good point too. I know a lot of families also that have group chats or group on like Facebook or something. So they post in the group. So that way it's more contained and shared there. So it's another way of doing like your children's photos or, where are you at on vacation? Those kind of photos can totally be in there. And then you could selectively put on the public side. What do you want to share? Because as you get more visible, more people are noticing you. And as women, we want to be protected and safe. And we also want to keep things private, what we want. So there's ways to do that on social media and still let your family know what's going on. Like you said, go on that picnic, us going to Valley Fair, like those kind of things. What do we want to share with people? And what do we not want to?
Yeah.
You should, at the end of the day, feel good about what you shared.
Absolutely. Because there are moments in joy that we absolutely want to be able to share with other people, but it isn't necessary for the people that we're working with and our events and our speakers to go, oh, you're hanging out with your kid today. Great. But my family would love, oh, wow, that looks like so much fun. What was that experience like when you went to Valley Fair and you rode the big roller coasters?
Laughed at your partner while she's like sliding around on a slide, the whole time. But those are the joys of life, and they can stay private, right? Or you can share them like we just did us and our relationship of we have fun when we're together.
Yes.
We work hard and we play. Like going to Valley Fair was our play day. Just as much as the kids were having play day, we were having play day. Like that was important to us.
Right, exactly. And the fun thing is we were still doing a little work. So we shared that piece with others. And if you haven't seen the videos, you'll see them and there's more to come. But in the
Exactly.
appropriate space.
Yes, exactly. And that's the other thing too, is like trends, right? We talk about, there's so many ridiculous trends out there that get people like the shock and awe,
Yes.
like that idea. And that's more of, if you're trying to sell I would say a product is usually something like that, or you're just getting hits, or you're just things, you're not building the right audience. It's any audience when you do the shock and awe.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what we're interested in. That's not what we teach people, because what we're looking for is those relationships, like Christina said earlier. So those trends, you shouldn't look at back and go, ooh, cringe so hard on that idea that I did that. I cannot believe I did that. You should look back and go, you should giggle, you should laugh, you should be like, oh my God, look what I did. And I could do it better now, because there's a progression of how your skills go.
Mm-hmm.
But you should still be proud of what you did and created.
Yeah. Yeah. Because again, what's the other thing we talk about is adding value. So if we're showing up online to be showcasing our business, we want to be adding the value. So when you listen to some of those fun videos of Amy and I from Valley Fair, they are still adding value with the roller coasters in the background, with the Ferris wheels in the background. It adds value to the conversation. It's not just like, look at us, we're riding this and we're doing this, because that's not the place to be sharing that. No, and I don't want to say nobody cares. I just want to say it's not the right value for the right space.
It's like, what's the purpose? Like, what's
Yeah.
the message you're going to be sharing? Because we need to have a reason to watch it. Sometimes it is really just like, hey, we're here. And those are great too. Like when we were in Santa Fe, and one of our most popular video was us, and we're like, the ambulance and the truck go by behind us. We're like, what is happening on the street? That was us in the moment going, all right, let's go with it. Like, and that showed our personality. That was the purpose of that video, was us having fun, our personality and our relationship, and how we interact, were spontaneous. That was the purpose.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be a specific message, but it has to be intentional.
Yes.
Otherwise, why post it?
Right. Exactly. So save those pictures of your food and all the beautiful cuisine when you travel for your family. Don't be posting those on LinkedIn. Save those for the friends only, for the Facebook, for your Instagram, and it's really, if you love to cook and you love to travel and share that, that's a beautiful place for those, and keeping it in that lane over there. Because if you're bringing it over here, it's the overshare. It's like, one of the things that I think is, when I see, I'm like, okay, just like anniversaries or graduations or things like that, there are times and places for certain things like that. But also, do we want to be sharing that all with our business clients? Yes, they can be like family and friends to us, but some of those things still need to stay in that personal lane, like having a surgery and showing a picture of your cast on LinkedIn. Not necessary.
Unless you're saying, like, I'm going to be out for a few weeks, please be, if it has a reason, great. But if it's just to be like, look at me, there are things that don't need to be there. It's things that maybe you wouldn't tell your boss. Like, if you're not going to tell, like, if you were at a job and you wouldn't tell your boss, you're like, yeah, they don't need to know that. Maybe social media doesn't need to know it.
Exactly. And saying that you're out sick when there are pictures of you showing up at the beach, you might want to think about that.
Exactly. Love it. Well, and I believe now is the time for the mid-roll break. There's the right word, break. But afterwards, I'd love to talk about more about the exhaustion part of social media and posting. And so there are some simple ways that you could do it where it doesn't have to be difficult. Because I watch Christina and I'm like, how did you do that so quickly? She does it effortlessly and quickly. And I'd love to talk about that when we come back.
That sounds
Share your story, own your name, step in the light, ignite your flame, show up, shine out, it's time to be heard, flip fear into power with every word, visibility, accountability, we write a wild new legacy.
all right. Well, we want to invite you every Wednesday evening to our Visibility Accountability, where we and the other members who join that call can hold you accountable in a good way to get you going on your visibility journey, whether you're showing up on social media, looking for more stages, or just getting out there more in your visibility journey. So every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. So, Amy, that's a great question. Getting back to showing up on social media without the exhaustion.
Yes.
It's funny because one of the big things that we talk about in podcasting and YouTube is batching. Let's batch those things out. So, for example, one of the things I loved is here we are at Valley Fair and boop, here pops the camera again. You're like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go on. And so here we have 4 or 5 quick videos that are 10 seconds, no more than 20 seconds long, that can capture a moment, can capture a message, and then get used at a later date. So now the recordings are done, and that's 4 different recordings that are across 4 different days.
Yep.
So now what I do is I love everybody has different apps that they use. I love captions. I put it in there, run it through the captions, add the Women Getting Visible logo, boom, set it to go to social. Now, it was funny because I was thinking about one of the ladies who asked us, she's like, oh my gosh, do you use a scheduler, for all that? And I'm just like, you know what? Believe it or not, in 10 minutes, that is my downtime to go, oh, check the video, watch twice. Okay, good to go. And then I go and put it on all the social medias so that it remains fresh.
Yep.
And so that I know the topic of the day. So when somebody's responding to it, I can be back in it. Now, would I like to be able to batch them out? There are times and there are weeks where I have to, where like now I've still been on tour for 3 weeks, but I've been able to do it every morning, in my routine. But I guess a good question though is, like you said, is how not to get exhausted by it.
Yes.
And
Yep.
because I look at it as a fun, fresh idea. So some days it's a video, some days it's a picture and a quote. Some days it's, the quote block that has been sitting on my computer going, oh, I'm going to post this one day and get to use that. So there's a lot of content that's already there and it's not overthinking it.
And that's the key. The thing is, I've been a marketer for 25 years, so I overthink social media a lot because I've been taught to. I'm planning, I'm strategizing, I'm thinking it through, I'm thinking the batching, thinking how to do long-term, what do we need to do? So it's a little trickier for me to just do it in the moment, quick, fast thing. And it was fun watching Christina literally do it, and she's done. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. But what I loved about watching you do that is how playful it became. Like it was fun for you. It was like your creativity was like, ooh, what can I do with this? And you didn't overthink and judge or go, well, that we tried it. And we're like, well, that one didn't work. No big deal. Go to the next one.
Yeah.
It really wasn't a big deal we didn't have a lack of ideas or lack of fun with it. And that's what I think is social media is in the moment. I do love batching myself. I do love scheduling because I manage too many businesses and clients to not batch and schedule. But when it's you personally and you really want it to engage with others, you need to know what's happening, or you have to have a team monitoring and telling you what's going on at all times, which then gets a little more expensive because you have a team monitoring and telling you, hey, like if my team is like, Amy, this has been a response here, they just send me the responses. I'm like, great, okay. Then I go in and I look at it. What they're doing is just monitoring, so I don't have to be on social media because I'm ADD. And if I'm on social media, I will be on it for 2-3 hours. It is a guarantee. I can't jump on, jump off. So I need like dedicated times where I go on and I'm like, okay, I got 45 minutes here, and I get off. That's how I need it because of how my brain works.
Yeah.
So support yourself and how that social media either is a big draw and a suck in, like of time, that time sucker for me. And I love it because I love going what's happening, and I just get so sucked into it. But that's where try different techniques, not the trends, techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a live person that just goes up and goes live so it's done and you don't have to think about it and you're just monitoring it after? Are you a person that likes to plan, put a lot into it? It's a lot more time and effort, and it's a little more heavy lift there. Or are you the one that kind of does a little bit like Christina does, a little bit of planning, a little bit of posting, a little bit of play, some go right away, some go a little bit later. Play with those techniques.
Yeah. And I think you said it right there, is do what works for you. Because for me, just like you said, it's like, let's do it right now. Let's put it out there and it's done. I don't have to think about it. The post is done for the day. And what's interesting is I just listened to a video, and what was said was, by the time you sit with your board meeting and decide which piece of content of these 5 are going to go, imagine you could have had all 5 pieces of content out there and running, doing that A/B testing, seeing if it works, doesn't work. And if you don't like it, take it down. Just hit delete and it's gone.
Exactly. And that's the thing too, is we always talk about there's a timeline. It's almost like a time capsule of our content.
Yeah.
We're going to evolve. Your talking skills will evolve. There's days where you're tired and maybe you're fumbling over your words more, or there's a day where you're like, I am feeling so creative, and you can add more to it because you have that energy to you. That's to follow where you are that day. What do you want to do? Not every video has to be the same, kind of even location. Like go outside once in a while, post a video. I tend to do it in my office because this is where my inspiration, and I'm like, ooh, this is where I turn on, and I'm like, boom, idea. I'm going to take care of it right now before I lose it, right? So just get more spontaneous when inspiration hits. Posting is unique in how you want it to be.
Yes, absolutely. And one of the things, and I just changed our ticker right now, in talking about creating your social media, what does that look like? Well, guess what, my friends? In January, Amy and I will be hosting content retreats so that you can work on your social media or your podcasting wherever you think that you need more work, working on your signature talks, helping you get everything up to speed, because guess what? Things are moving fast and you don't want to get left in the dust. So join us in January for our content retreat. 4 days of lots of work, but lots of play.
Exactly. And this is all about you. What do you want to bring to the table? What do you want the audience to share? But you also get us a guide to help you maybe craft or hear things a little differently, and to really help you with that intention. What is your intention for this video? I don't like doing scripts. I'm more of an in-person conversation, but I like to have an idea what I'm like, a framework, like, okay, this is my point I want to make, and this is the story associated with it. Go. Christina and I do that too live with the two of us. We're like, okay, When we are at Valley Fair, we're like, what are we talking about? Oh, I like that idea. And then we go with it. It's very aligned. And sometimes we're like, we literally will start giggling afterwards. Like, that was the worst thing I've ever said. Like, and then sometimes we're like, that was awesome. Oh my God. That's the beauty of it, because it becomes fun again.
Exactly. And that is the proper word, is the fun. Because if it isn't fun, why are we doing it?
Exactly. And you won't continue doing it if it isn't fun.
That's right. So if you want to make your content fun again, join us in January. If you are catching this episode before the end of this month, we are actually offering an early bird special that you can, and I'm going to say it right now, lock in that price at $280 for this retreat. Normally it would be a $5,000 retreat, and we have it all the way down to $3,700 for you. So you can lock in our early bird price, which is only $29.70 by the end of June 31st. Send us a message and we will get you on that list, and we will get you locked in, because there are limited spaces, because it's high touch.
Exactly. It's a very small group that we are accepting. And again, just DM Christina or I, and we will get you all set up, because we want to see you in that room. We want to see you have fun with your content. And who doesn't want to start the new year with a whole bunch of content that you're like, you're at the beach, maybe you're at the beach, maybe you're at the pool, maybe you're in a space. We will be moving different locations on the space. So it'll look different, but it's Florida in January too. So it'd be nice and warm and maybe a little bit rainy, but that's okay. That's where we're going to do it. And so you can enjoy your January just as much as the content you're creating.
Exactly. Couldn't say it better myself. We're going to be looking forward to that vitamin D. Yay. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Visibility Strategy. I'm visibility strategist Christina.
And I'm Amy. I am a growth strategist. And until next time, stay creative.
Share your story, own your name, step in the light, ignite your flame, show up, shine out, it's time to be heard, flip fear into power with every word, visibility.